Hello, I'm Shannon Burns and welcome to The Filter, where we catch you up with all the latest music news stories. Make sure that you subscribe because we have new videos every single Monday and Thursday. Let's get into it. Someone has shot Lady Gaga's dog walker and kidnapped 2 of her dogs. This happened last night when the dog walker took her dogs for a walk, since Gaga is currently not at home, but she's in Italy. The shooter approached the male victim with a semi-automatic handgun, shot him in the chest, and took 2 of her French Bulldogs named Koji and Gustavo. He then fled in a vehicle that was nearby. The walker is now in the hospital and he is responsive, and he did actually manage to save one dog named Miss Asia from being kidnapped. Lady Gaga is offering anyone with information a $500,000 reward. This is absolutely insane, and it sounds like it could be straight out of a movie. They say that they don't know if the person knew that this was Lady Gaga's dogs. Because French Bulldogs are in high demand, that could be another reason for the kidnapping. We're just hoping that Gaga gets her dogs back very soon. Taylor Swift is countersuing Evermore Park, which is a park that sued her just a few weeks ago over the name of her latest album. Evermore Park in Utah, they filed a lawsuit since they say that Taylor used the name of their park despite the fact that they have the trademark for it. And they claim that not only did Taylor use the name for her album, but she also used it on things like clothing and other merchandise in order to make a profit. So now Taylor's company, TAS Rights Management, they're now choosing to sue the park for performing Taylor Swift songs at the park without a license. They were apparently warned several times by the performing rights organization, BMI, and purposely chose to ignore those rules. They also say that the park does not have much of a case when it comes to suing Taylor, since there are several albums and songs that already use Evermore as a title. Britney Spears has been a hot topic the last couple weeks since the release of the documentary Framing Britney Spears came out in the States, and finally, we're going to be able to view the documentary in Canada since it's being added to Crave tomorrow. So the documentary itself, it goes through the life and the career of Britney Spears with a focus on the conservatorship that's been in place since 2008. So following a breakdown that Britney had at the time, her father, Jamie Spears, he gained control of her financial health and career decisions. And this has sparked the Free Britney movement, which is full of fans of Britney demanding that she be given these rights back. The movement has only grown over the last few years, and even more since the release of this documentary. I watch a lot of documentaries. It's probably my top favorite genre of movie, and I had the chance to watch this documentary already, and I cannot recommend it enough. It not only dives into exactly how she was treated by her dad, but also by people like the paparazzi and just the public for many years. Definitely put it on your to-watch list this weekend. The day is finally arriving. We are getting the Billie Eilish documentary that is called The World's a Little Blurry tomorrow. Billie is generally a pretty private person when it comes to her life. We don't see her share every moment of her life on social media like we see with other artists. So it's going to be really interesting to see that whole curtain drawn back and just get an insight into what her life has been and how she just manages it all, because it's a lot. She did an interview with Stephen Colbert where she talked about the documentary and her new album that's coming out this year. She explained that she'd been able to have more time off this past year than she has in the last 4 years, and that really contributed to the creation of this new album. She said she doesn't think the album would be the same if it wasn't for COVID. She said something too in the interview that kind of stuck out for me. She said, "This doesn't mean that it's like about COVID at all. It's just that when things are different in your life, you're different. It's just how it is. And I have COVID to thank for that." And that's about it. We don't know exactly when we can expect her brand new album to come out, although she has released the information that the album is going to be 16 tracks. The documentary, though, we're going to be able to watch on Apple TV Plus tomorrow, and we cannot wait for that. It is a big weekend for Nick Jonas because he's going to be the host and the musical guest coming up this weekend on SNL, and he's going to join a pretty small group of people who have done double duty on the show. We've seen people like Harry Styles do it, Halsey, Donald Glover, Chance the Rapper, Jennifer Lopez, Britney Spears, and Justin Timberlake all do it, but it is really a tough task to do when you're running around for an hour and a half on the show already, but it's also so impressive to see them in a wig being funny one moment, and then the next moment they're on stage singing their heart out. Nick is also introducing a brand new solo single on the show that's called Spaceman, so we have a lot to look forward to. That's it for today's episode of The Filter. Of course, like always, let me know your thoughts by commenting down below, and we'll see you on Monday for more of The Filter. In the meantime, if you want to catch up with more music news, you can check it out in the music news tab of our website at iHeartRadio.ca.